And Adam Bernowski here with Physical Therapy and Balance Centers in West Erie and Corby, Pennsylvania. And we're bringing you a midday workout break. It's been a little bit crazy for everybody. So we want to let everybody know that we are still open. We're seeing patients at both clinics. If you have any problems, please give us a call. We're also here at lunchtime to give people some options because there are a lot of people home who have either kids out of daycare, so they're staying home, or they're working from home. So what we're going to go through is about a 15-minute workout. We're going to go through a 15-minute workout to help get you in shape if you're stuck at home. So the first thing I always have people do is about a 4 or 5 minute warm-up. So the first thing I want Bernie to do is I want him just to do a slow march like this here, back and forth. And we're going to do this for about a minute. What this does is it works your balance. You're standing on one leg at a time. You're also working your hip flexors in the front, and you're getting your cardiovascular system up and blood's pumping. You're getting ready for exercise. So obviously to do this for 4 or 5 minutes is boring. So what I want Bernie to do, if you're able to, is you're going to mix it up a little bit, and I want you to start to do some jumping jacks. What we don't usually do is we kind of forget about the things we did when we were kids that kept us active. And some of these basic movements are really good for coordination and to help warm up. So keep going, Bernie, but we're not going to do the whole 5 minutes. But at home, give this a good 5 minutes or so. So the other thing that I'll have people do for a warm-up is just getting back to the basics, jump roping. A lot of people have jump ropes at home. Dick's is still open. You can go pick one up there. So Bernie, what I want you to do, by the way, he's the 4th grade Cambridge Springs jump roping champion from self-proclaimed. So you might have to check the facts. So try that. We'll go about a minute with that there. So I don't want him to go too fast. He'll be too tired for the strengthening phase of these exercises. So we're just trying to go at a light pace like this. 2 minutes of steady jump roping is pretty tiring. So that's good, Bernie. Okay. So now for the first exercise, go ahead and swing this chair around this way. Yep. So we're going to do the sit to stand. Okay. So with this one here, this is one of the best strengthening exercises we do with our patients. It strengthens the glute muscles. It also helps with balance. So they'll sit down in a chair like that. They don't use their arms. So now he's coming up to a standing position, back down slowly. What you don't want to see is choke block. So people do that. So don't do that. That means that your hip muscles are weak and you can't control it. So I want him to do like 10 to 15 of these in a row, just at a nice even pace, just like he's doing there. Good. So now, after he does 10 of those, keep going, Bernie, what we're going to do is we're going to go into a little bit of a break, okay? So say that's 10.
That's perfect.
Good, all right, so now what you'll do, this is an exercise we're using as a break in between. We're calling this a superset. He's gonna try and stand on one leg. You'd be amazed how many people, I see a lot of balance and vertigo patients, they cannot stand on one leg. Everybody should be able to stand on one leg for 10 seconds. So you go 10 seconds on one leg, and then you'll switch it up to the other. If this is really easy for you and you're not at risk for falling, try closing your eyes. Closing your eyes and standing on one leg is pretty difficult, but most of us should be able to do that for about 5 to 10 seconds. Can you do it? Okay. You're a little bit off, but that's all right. Good. So that's the rest break. 10 more of the up and downs, and we're going to go in with the next one after that. 2. Good. Keep going. I'm going to get the next one set up. So, I like 2 sets for most exercises. What you'll find is that if you just do 2 sets instead of 3, you get about 90% of the overall advantage of that exercise. So to keep things just simple, it's kind of a hack for exercises, just 2 sets. So the next one's going to be a push-up. So why don't you just show a regular push-up? And what I want this to be is, I want these exercises for everybody. Everybody should be able to do these, but we're going to change how they're done. So Bernie's doing a regular push-up. If it's easy and people have too easy of a time for that, you can put weights on the back like this. Good. Keep going, Bernie. If it's really easy and you want some more help, go ahead, Bernie. Good. So you can do about 5 or so like that if you give them some resistance. I'll have my kids lay on my back. If that's obviously too hard for a lot of people, there's 2 other ways to do this. Why don't you show them with the chair handles? So this takes a little bit of gravity and a little bit of weight off your body. So you could do it like this. We'll have patients work their way down from a vertical position on the wall, and they'll go all the way down to a flat position, and then you can add weight, you can add clap push-ups. Another good place that people will do it is on their countertop. So I'll have them just do simple push-ups like this. We'll have people after shoulder surgeries or with shoulder pain do these push-ups on a countertop, and that can be a good place to start. So 2 sets of 10 for that. What I want to do in between those is, if you do 2 sets, I just have people do a slow march just to keep their heart rate up, but they're not working their chest muscles. They're giving these muscles a little bit of a break while they still work their balance and still keep their heart rate up. We're trying to keep your heart rate up with all these exercises. Okay, so the next one's going to be the squat with the overhead book bag press. So I just use a book bag because most people have it. This one's filled with a couple reams of paper, but you could do whatever you want to. Sometimes sandbags or other things work okay too. Salt bags, other things that people have around the house. So what Bernie's going to do with this is he's going to go to a squat position. Depending if you have knee trouble, you could just do a little mini squat like this and then press up overhead. If it's pretty easy, you can use something heavier. If it's too hard, then obviously lighten up the weights. You can just go up with your hands. So it's a mini squat here, press towards the ceiling. Little squat there, press towards the ceiling. So he's going to do 2 sets of 10 like that. Go a little bit further with your squat. That's pretty easy to do. You're working this afternoon, right?
Yeah.
You have showers here? Good. Okay.
Good.
So,
pull up on side.
So what I want him to do is take a break with this here after 10. So good. So he worked his back muscles quite a bit here. He worked his thighs, he worked his glutes. So I want to give him an exercise to try and stretch his low back out in between. So he's going to do 10 back bends like this here. What this does is it pushes your discs into a little bit better position. So if your back got a little bit agitated with this is a good stretch to do in between. If this bothers you or if you feel unstable, I'll have patients go onto a countertop like this, and then I'll have them bend backwards for about 10 times, just like this here, to work on that stretch. And then he'll do about 10 more. So try 10 more like that. And same thing, go a little deeper. There you go. And then all the way out 5 like that for 10. Good. Okay. So the last one is, so that works the shoulders a little bit too. I didn't really talk about that. Good. The last one is going to be, for today, just a row. So what we're going to do here is, he's going to go on the edge of a chair. If it didn't have arm rails, it would work a little bit better. And he's going to use the book bag to do a row. Now this is going to work the lats in the back, some of the rhomboids and muscles in the middle of the back here. It also works the biceps a little bit. So we're trying to do some opposite groups. We're doing push-ups for the chest. We're doing some exercises to work out the back here a little bit. This is pretty easy for most people. You'd probably have to get a little bit more weight than this. If you had resistance bands, sometimes you could put those around a column and do a row like this with those. That would work similar muscles. So I'm going to have him do a set of 10 on each side. And he's getting a little break for the other arm because he's just using one arm at a time. Then he can just swap up. So as he's doing this, what we'll go over for tomorrow is we're going to go over posture. We're going to go over desk setup, home desk setup. A lot of people don't know how to arrange their chair at the appropriate height, to arrange their keyboard. They don't know if they should have a chair that supports them here, if they should sit on a ball. So we're going to go through the setup, but also postural exercises and the best ones to avoid injury, whether you're working from home, typing on a computer, or if you're just at the office at your normal job. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.